All right, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily, where of course you subscribe for our daily videos, keeping you informed on everything going on with Bitcoin, crypto, the whole market. We're going to start by taking a look at the price, but basically this video today, I hope you understand why I am so bullish on the price of Bitcoin. I'm going to try and keep things concise. I guarantee you that what we're talking about today, no other crypto YouTuber shows you and provides you with this perspective. I think it's going to be a good one. And if you appreciate videos like this, make sure you actually give the video a thumbs up. If you're bullish on Bitcoin, give the video a thumbs up. Helps us all, especially me, grow as a channel, trying to do a lot of good. But anyways, well, let's take a look at the price of Bitcoin. So we smashed through. We broke down below this $11,000 support, and just like I thought, once we break below this, I thought we'd get pretty close to this last major low, which we are at right now. So percentage from the 2019 highs, we are almost at 30% again. And just like I said, if we break below this, I would expect us to maybe go as low as the $8,000, $9,000 area. A 4-digit Bitcoin, in my opinion, is a steal. I am a buyer at $10,000. I'm a buyer at $9,000. I'm a buyer at $8,000 and below. And I know everybody is thinking, well, I'm going to buy when it gets just a little bit lower, when it's $8,000. Well, I'm going to buy when it's $6,000. Well, everybody's saying it could go lower. Maybe I'll buy when it's $3,000. This is, in every cycle, the sentiment, the emotions from people are all the same, and that's actually what I want to talk about today. Basically, what we're going to do is take a look at what people were saying in this time in Bitcoin's history. So from around the bottom of early 2015 all the way through 2015, when the price of Bitcoin was really between $200 and $300. And keep this in mind, guys, because we're going to be going through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Reddit posts from 3 to 4 years ago. The fundamentals back then for Bitcoin's growth was very, very low, in my opinion, at least compared to today, when the fundamentals, the green flags, the reason I'm buying, they're so much greater today. We'll take a look at what they were saying back in 2014, 2015. I'm buying Bitcoin right now, but this person just 3 to 4 years ago was buying 1 Bitcoin a paycheck no matter what. Now, I wish I could do that today. Unfortunately, I don't make enough money. So he's basically saying, this is my plan, and I encourage you to use this time wisely, invest if you can. So for most of us who have a full-time job in the first world, it would be difficult to part with $200 to $400 twice a month, but not impossible. The most important part is to buy Bitcoin immediately after you get your check. Put it away and pretend it no longer exists, just like traditional savings. I know you're interested in the quickest money possible, but don't gamble with margins. Don't try to strategically sell out and then time the market. Don't go all in on some random altcoin. He says, maybe take 20% of your crypto portfolio and put it in altcoins. But really, let's be smart about this. You buy, you hold. It's like a savings account, but it might also make you very wealthy one day. And about 3 years later, he was very right. He says, if you had done this, if you had been buying since December of last year, you would already have 25 Bitcoins, and you would be up nearly 50% added value on your savings. The same is true about the market today. If you would have been cost averaging, you would be way up. Who knows if these particular prices will last another year? So the time to start this savings plan is now. Good luck, everybody. And if you read the comments to all of these, people are saying the same things that people are saying today. Don't buy, it's going to go lower. The whole gamut. Pretty interesting. How about this one? This one got 0 upvotes on Reddit because somebody was just simply asking, sell or buy? What does everybody think? Should I buy the dip, or is this thing heading back down to the $250 levels? Thoughts? And obviously you can see now that 3 years later, this couldn't have mattered in the slightest, because we would kill to be into Bitcoin below $500. I like what this person said. What if I told you that in 10 years, you would be one of the few who possess an entire Bitcoin? And this only got 9 upvotes at the time. But we can see this is, we can actually see this as a very certain future in the next few years. It's going to be very rare for a normal person to own 1 Bitcoin. This person says buy and hold. Not sure what this person's comment is talking about, but moving on to the next post, the same things we're feeling today. I'm getting nervous. There's a lot of red recently. I've heard it before, buy when there's blood in the streets, but I got excited when the price hit $240 and I FOMO'd and I bought. And then it fell to $230 and I bought. And then down, down, down. I feel like I might have overbought in the excitement. I'm thinking of taking my losses, or at least selling half of what I own to try and make it so I'm not eating ramen until next payday. Is it stupid to sell now? So this person is mad that he bought Bitcoin at $240, then again at $230, and it's still falling. So obviously this person should have not FOMO'd, probably been smarter, making more disciplined investments. But you can see just how trivial it is that this person is complaining about this back in the day. The next one. Again, people were sick of comments like these. Do I hold for the future or do I sell at this bubble? This is from 3 to 4 years ago. I purchased 1.5 Bitcoins on the 2nd of this month, so I'm about $150 up. Do you recommend I save these coins for the future or sell now and then just buy again once the price drops? I don't want to regret selling. I know there is no way of telling, but what strategy do you use in investing Bitcoin? I was thinking, if not, then buy another half a Bitcoin, and again after every increase in value. Do we have an exact date on this post? I don't see one, but just so you know, this was created sometime in 2015 when the price was pretty stagnant, really fluctuating. People were accumulating, but this person saying, should I sell around here to try and get in at a lower price? And you see where I'm going with this. How about this next post? This is the same thing that we think today. I got the feeling the Bitcoin market is manipulated. Effectively, it's a pump and dump in reverse. It's a fast run up and then a slow bleed. This person's wondering if it's even worth it, investing in Bitcoin, if he's just getting taken for a ride and he bought near the top and, nobody else is going to buy after him. And it's just the same things we think about today, except today, as if you subscribe to this channel, we point out why today's cycle is a lot more bullish, a lot more fundamentally strong than back in the day. Every cycle is the same. Human psychology is the same. How about this one? What would you like to be able to buy with Bitcoin? So it's just speculating. This person, just in the future, if Bitcoin ever ends up being worth more than what we bought it for, this is 4 years ago, what would you like to buy? This person says a Tesla. Well, I'm not greedy. Maybe a nice house with 10 Bitcoin. This person says, well, if you're going to dream, why not make your nice house cost 1 Bitcoin? I'm not here to tell you what you should do, but I've made it no secret this whole year. I think 2019 is a great time to be cost averaging Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin under 20,000 pretty much is a great buy. And we had some recent news to go over. I was thinking about talking about, Bitcoin's hash rate has seen the fastest growth in its history. Maybe I wanted to talk about Wells Fargo, scared of letting its customers buy Bitcoin or will not allow it. But actually, let's just jump to the end. This is our last thing I want to talk about. And this is a really great op-ed. This was just released hours ago by Michael J. Casey. I'm going to leave links to all this stuff in the description. Even I'm going to leave the site where if you wanted, you can go and search for old Reddit posts as well and just see, like, for instance, look at this one. This is from 4 years ago. I own 179 Bitcoin. Here's my story. It's just crazy. These posts from 4 years ago and are Bitcoin, but the sentiment is the same as today. Actually, I want to talk about this op-ed because we touched on this the other day. I think this person really sums it up. So we're just going to read parts of it. It's called What Trump's Bitcoin Tweet Changes. I think a better title would be Why Trump's Bitcoin Tweet is a Game Changer. So first of all, a sitting president mentioning cryptocurrency at all is big. But more importantly, the tweet marks a symbolic milestone in the gradual but ever expanding presence that cryptocurrency occupies in the public conversation around money and policy. It also marks the starting point in a titanic battle over the shape of our global money system entirely. So, this is really the beginning of a new era, is what he's suggesting. So why is Trump's tweet positive for Bitcoin's price? Well, think about this, guys. Bitcoin needs to stay relevant to succeed. And this was, at the very least, an acknowledgement from the halls of power itself of Bitcoin's relevancy. So by simply giving it the time of day, Trump revealed that people within the highest levels of the most powerful country in the world, that power structure, are noticing the challenge that cryptocurrency technology poses to it. Also important, the tweet came shortly after, we mentioned this the other day, the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell, one of the US president's favorite punching bags, coincidentally, he described Bitcoin as a store of value. So a member of the Fed, basically creates US money, referred to Bitcoin as a store of value. Now, a clarification, Powell wasn't saying that he saw Bitcoin as gold-like per se. He was actually referencing how most Bitcoin users currently treat it, and in that sense, he was simply stating a fact. Still, it gave legitimacy to Bitcoin's claim to be the digital era replacement of the ancient store of value gold. And he goes on and on. Feel free to read this whole op-ed. It was great. I don't know if there's a point to today's video. I guess it's just to continue talking about my plan. I think we're in a very unique time here in 2019, and all of us are trying to pick the best time to invest in Bitcoin. Oh, Bitcoin just hit 10K. Well, I like it better at $8,000. And then when it gets to $8,000, oh, everybody's saying it's going to go to $6,000. But just like these posts from back in the day, you can see that in just 3 years, just 4 years from these posts, things changed. The price exploded, and I think the fundamentals are stronger today, and that's what I'm doing. And I hope you have a different plan than me. I hope you have your own plan. I hope, let me know what you're doing in the comments, but I'm putting my thoughts and what I'm doing on the record, and we will see what comes of it. Anyway, guys, this is a great journey we're on. I think this is a great year to be involved in cryptocurrency, and yes, I will see you tomorrow. Cheers.